Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Poole Harding, and tonight we have a very special guest. This basketball head did not grow up in New York City, but upstate in Rochester. Although growing up in Rochester, he did play against many of our New York City legends and held his own. He attended Cardinal Mooney High School in Rochester, New York, and then St. Bonaventure University, where he became a legend. After graduating from St. Bonaventure in 1978, he was an all-star guard for the Rochester Zeniths of the Continental Basketball Association in the 80s, leading his franchise to 2 CBA championships. He played briefly in the NBA with the Boston Celtics and Detroit Pistons. He now trains kids all over Rochester and other places, teaching them the values of basketball and sharing his NBA stories. Please help me welcome CBA veteran and NBA veteran, Glenn the Worm Hagen.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. 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 Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online. Buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's happening, my guy?
What's going on, buddy? How we doing?
Oh, man, looking good. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, we were just, I was just kicking it to some of the people about just the sacrifices and what you have to have and make to be a ball player. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I should have said your nickname, right? Glenn the Worm Hagen, because I found out today that your nickname was the Worm.
Yeah, that's my man. Fly named me that. Fly Williams named me that.
Oh, legend.
Yes, my man. That's my man. Bless him. He's in a little problem right now, but that's okay.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Listen, here at Basketball Heads, we do not hold anything over anyone's head, the negative. We only like to talk about the positive. And if somebody want to bring up, some of the hardships that they had and create those positives, I don't mind that. But we're not here to spread no scandal at all. So,
no, we're not pointing fingers. That's what you're saying.
Excuse me?
No pointing fingers.
That's right. So, who introduced you to the game?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You good.
Okay, all right.
Who introduced you to the game?
A guy named Thurman Body. He passed while when I was a sophomore in school, okay, right? And he introduced me to the game, And I've been loving it ever since. I was about 11 years old. And I just stuck with it. That was my life,
So, what part of Rochester did you grow up in?
Right in the hood, buddy. I'm in the middle. They had when I was growing up, they had the east side and the west side, okay, right? And I went on the other side because I was looking for competition. So I was like what would you call? I guess you call like that's what I did. I went from one side to the other, and wherever they wanted to who from. Then I used to go up to Buffalo, Syracuse, any place they wanted to play. I went all the way up to Philly, as a youngster.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you, was there like a basketball scene up in Rochester?
Oh, big time, man, yes. And then they had a small rucker that they had the Randy Smith tournament that I started playing when I was 14. Yes.
Look,
so
let me say
I did that every year until they stopped it.
My brother, let me tell you about the Randy Smith. I don't need to tell you about the Randy Smith tournament. Let me tell my audience about the Randy Smith tournament. In 1986, 85, 86, playing with the Madison Square Broncos, and, you know, Dr. Selly, the legendary Dr. Selly, our coach, he was saying, we going up to Buffalo. Taking a ride up there. It's cool. Long ass ride. We didn't realize how far Buffalo was.
Yeah.
But we figure, you know, we go into a gym, we get to chill out. Yo, we pulled up to the parking lot. It's packed out there. Now, mind you, our minds are blown because we're not expecting to see this in Buffalo.
Right.
It was just like the Rucker. It was just like Solar the Hole. It was just like the Coliseum. It was just like Dykeman. The same exact thing, but up there. So I know what you're talking about, brother. So salute to Randy Smith and what he did. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. Are you there?
We're on pause here.
Hello?
I'm right here.
I can hear you. Can you see me?
I can see you. I can see you doing everything.
All right, cool. So, the Randy Smith tournament, you was 14 playing in there. Who were some of the guys you was playing with?
I can't hear you because you're muffling. The voice is muffled.
You can hear me? All right.
Hold on. Yes, who that is? I know what it is. Connection with the muffle.
We back. You hear me?
Okay, there we go. There we go.
All right, cool.
Connection now. Go on.
All right.
Okay.
So, at that time, who were some of the guys that was on your team when you was playing in the Randy Smith tournament?
Oh, on my team?
Yes.
I had Monroe McTaw. They called him Stormin' Norman. I had Ryan, he led the nation's horn 2 years in a row. All right, I had my buddy Dirty Red, Edmund Brown. Okay, we had a crew. We go up there with a crew. Okay, all right, you know, and we used to go up there like this here, right? And they didn't call it. They came upside like this here, right? Because I put on the show because I used to go against my buddy. He called Dwight Williams. They called him Dr. D, and Jimmy Williams and Ricky Williams and
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Hello?
Yeah, could you hear what I said?
No, because you went pause. Say it again.
I said we used to go play and we used to get it in, man. All right. I mean, it was deep runs. Okay. I mean, and that Saturday, that Sunday, you couldn't even get in the park. Couldn't get in the park.
Yeah, yo. What I'm telling you, man, it was sick out there in Buffalo. It was sick. And that we played against Christian Lake out there as well. Christian Lake was in 10th grade when we played against Christian Lake now. You know?
Yes, he was out there. He was over there playing. But that was, like I said, I was out of school. I was out in 70. That was 6 years after I had been out of school.
Yeah. I was just reminiscing on my time, man. We're going to go back to your time, man. Who was the best player in your neighborhood coming up in Rochester?
Ooh. Well, besides me or next to me? That's a good question.
When you were like 14, when you was coming up, who did you look up to?
I didn't. I come to hoop, baby. I thought I was the best. I've been like this all my life. I thought I was the best thing coming. Okay, so I wasn't like that. I played against a guy. That I stayed in the gym till I whooped him. His name was Larry Gillenwater. All right, and then it was another guy. They played at West High School, and the other guy's name was what was his name? All right, Tyrone McDaniels. And it's in high school with no threes. The Tyrone McDaniels scored 62. And the
Wow.
other guy, all right, Larry Gilwater scored 45, right? So when I heard that, I went looking for these two. I had to get a piece of that. Okay, so
Right.
I went to pick it up. So I waited. I waited 3 months for Tyrone McDaniels. Okay, defensive
Wow.
mid. Yeah, he got caught too, buddy. Okay, so all right, he got caught. When I waited, that's what I do. Okay, all right. So I mean, I've always been like this.
Man.
I've always been confident. Okay, that's 80% of my game. Okay, I'm gonna bring it. I remember when I came in and I met with. I went down and played in the Mechanical Hall down in the Baker League. Okay, all right, against World B. Free. You should have seen that night over there, right? Oh, we went at it. All right. He came inside and he must have grabbed the rim on one side and turned, cuffed, and dunked, and the crowd went crazy. All right, and they was oohing, okay, like this here, right? I got to come back. My team had to call timeout because they would say, "What was I doing? I wasn't running offense no more. I was going that world." Okay, and the guy says, "What are you doing, Hagen?" I says, "Well, you didn't start me, so I'm the designated shooter." He says, "How did you become the designated shooter?" I says, "When you don't start me, that's what I do." Okay. All right, that's how. Only way you gonna stop me from shooting, sit me. Okay, that's what I do. That's why me and Fly got along great.
How much did you have against World that night?
Oh, I got my 45. That's what I do. I'm gonna get that. No, I'm gonna get that. That's what I'm gonna get. Okay, all right. That's what
A
I'm gonna
walking
get.
bucket, man.
That's what I get. All right. I mean, what you gonna give me? You got to decide what you got to decide what you gonna give me. You gonna give me the jumper, or you gonna give me? Are you gonna let me go to the basket? All right. When I played in the Pelham Frisk League. Okay, I played the three down there. All right. You should have seen the night when me and Rod went at it. Okay, all right. But Rod's a lot younger than me too now. Okay, but that's all they would
Rod
come. They came
who?
to see that. Rod Strickland in the Pelham Frisk League down on 125th Street, and with then we played against ask Master Rob about me. All right, ask some guys about me. All right, they'll tell you about me. Ask Master Rob and them about me. Okay. You know, they say,
Wow.
don't say my name. All you got to do is say the worm. They'll know who you're talking about. They'll know exactly who you're talking about. Yes.
Got you. Wow. Well, how was it attending Cardinal Mooney High School?
I didn't hear that. What you say?
How was it attending Cardinal Mooney High School?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a Catholic school, right?
That was a Catholic school. And when I went, there was no blacks in the school. I brought
How did
five
you
with
get
me
here?
when I came. And when at graduation, only two walked across the stage.
How did you get in that school? Was it because of your basketball?
Well, yes. Well, that day they had an inner school program, or inner city school program, and I went there. And my coach is still alive. He's 91. He's not doing great, but just missing Ed Natofsky. And then what happened was that we went there, and I was the first black to graduate from at that time period. It was somebody that graduated before me, though, that I heard from a Catholic school. But I went to a Catholic college also.
That's right. That's right. St. Bonaventure. Was that the connection? Or
Well, no, actually, the connection was with Niagara, okay? But me and Frank Layden fell out. When I was like 14, he threw me out of camp. So,
what camp was this?
Niagara University basketball camp. You know, they had. That's when I first met. I first met Calvin. I met Calvin Murphy down there. Okay, right. That's when Calvin Murphy was playing there, and Bob Lanier was at Bonaventure. And I ended up at Bonaventure because my counselor graduated from there, and then I had these nuns that I was close with, Susan Mary Ruth Gilligan, and she graduated from there, and the sister stayed there, and then they called them and asked them to go there. So I thought I was going.
Wow.
I thought I was going to Notre Dame, though. That's where I thought I was going.
So how did you guys do at Cardinal Mooney?
I lost 7 games my whole high school career, 67-7. I never averaged under 20. And I played the 3. I never played guard.
Did y'all win any championships?
We won every year. We lost. Then when we went to what they called the Section 5, the first year that they allowed the Catholic schools to go, we lost in the finals. But we were up 16 at halftime, all right? and we lost, and we ended up losing by like 21. So you know, so I mean, it's just like this. The same thing happened in college, though. My last game, I got my players that all of a sudden they want to shoot the last game. All right.
All right, who were some of the schools that was recruiting you besides St. Bonaventure and Niagara?
Marquette. They won the NCAA championship when I won NIT. All right. North Carolina A&T, Brown University, everything local here. Okay, like this here, right? Was in Notre Dame. All right, and that was just it. Okay, because I mean this is a small town. Okay. And back then, you know, I mean, North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central, you know. But when I went and Lefty Giselle, I met Lefty Giselle and I was playing and I worked his camp, and which was and we were playing for some. This when I was a senior, and I had to wait to get winners. So when it came time for me to get on the court, when I got done, he asked me where was I from and was there any more. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was going at Mo Howard and John Lucas like it was Thanksgiving, and they was the turkey.
Listen, man. From what I hear, I heard you was a bad boy, man. Some of the stuff I read, some of the stuff that he shared with me, man.
I agree with you 100%. Ask him that to go. I know that's actually like we used to go sit here. All right, that was my man in school. Okay, like this here, right, and brought him along. All right, you see what I got on? I got on my game over shirt. See, that's my gear. There we go. See, my game over.
That's right.
That's what I do. All right.
Yeah, he's a sponsor of the show, man. So that's my guy.
Be sitting there just going inside. Here we go. You go back now. You go in and out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some of the top basketball players that you played against at that time, a lot of them, played in the NBA. A lot of them are NBA legends, Hall of Famers.
I played a lot of people, man. Listen, from Magic to Kareem. I was with my buddy, all right, Dr. J. I just love him to death. Then I called him LB because he calls me captain. All right, we used to play horse every day. All right, with Paris. Me and Gerald Henderson are real close. All right, me and Isaiah. Norm Nixon. Okay, I mean, my era is long. From Purvis Short, the Sellers, Hollis Copeland, my boy Ray. I'm vintage. My whole stuff is vintage.
Wow. So you guys made it to the NIT and St. Bonaventure?
We won it, baby. We won it. All right. I hit the game winner to go at right there at Princeton, and then when we got there, we played who we played. We played Rutgers to go to the Garden. All right, and I hit a shot on the buzzer to go in over the 6'8", 6'9", over Bailey and Hollis, bless his soul. Okay, and then we played Oregon that had Ballard, and we beat them. And then we playing Rutgers. We playing Villanova. And my three starters got in foul trouble. So it was the Glenn Hagen show in the guard. All right. So I went to work then. Yeah. And then we played who we played. Then we had to meet Otis in the finals. Otis had like 32 at halftime on us, but he only ended up with 38.
And listen, the NIT was bigger than the NCAA tournament back then.
It was only 42 teams in the tournament period. That's all it was going. Both tournaments, only 42 teams.
Wow.
All right? And we had, at that time, we had the biggest crowd ever in Madison Square Garden. We had 19,500 for the championship game. Yeah.
Now, I want to go back to high school a little bit. Did they have the Glenn Falls thing back when you was in high school, where like the New York City will play against the state teams in the champ for the state championships?
No, they didn't have that. We didn't have Empire State games or anything. So you got to understand, I went to school in the early 70s, 70 to 74. So that wasn't going on, okay, we had to go down. I mean, I played in some stuff down in Philly, okay, right? Or we go to Buffalo. Now we would have that. We'd have an all-star game with Buffalo. It was tough though. Buffalo had a lot of players coming out with Ray Hall and the Williams boys, all right, like 3 of those. And that was, but I don't know if you know Larry. You know who Larry Fogel is?
No,
right?
No.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Knicks. He led the nation in scoring for 2 years. He's from New York. He went to Detroit. He scored he's older than me. He scored like 62 in a high school game also,
Wow. Man. What was the highest that you ever scored in any game?
You don't want to hear that, man. All right. The book says 102. All right.
What?
The book said 102.
102 points.
102. 102. Okay, all right.
What do you have at halftime?
God damn.
102. 102. Look, I was just in, what was it, like 10 years ago, I'm playing in the 56 and older down in New Jersey, all right? I average 62 a game. That's every night. Every night. 62 a game. Yes. The first game I played, I had 19 threes. The guy said he was going to sit out there and whatnot like this here. He was going to wait till I missed. I said, I'll see you on Sunday.
See you next game, man.
Listen, ain't nothing like a OG that know how to ball, man. They gonna let you know.
I'm not shy. Know what I said? Okay, right? I wouldn't pass to my mother. She's underneath for a layup, baby. Okay. I keep
Go through, Ma. Go through.
I clear the whole side out. All right, and wait. I didn't even need a 24-second clock.
For what? Because you shooting in 10 seconds.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you guys went in NIT. You get drafted the second round.
Let me explain this to you, okay? All right? So everybody understand. All right? Billy traded away the first pick. So they didn't have a first pick, all right? So they didn't have to pay me that money. But I got my money, all right? And then they took Cheeks. They took me and Cheeks 23 and 24. But, all right, I was supposed to be the number 7 pick in the draft, all right? And I signed with this guy, Irwin Wiener, okay, all right? Because I was killing it with the All-Star games. From here to the Portsmouth, because I asked him, we went to Portsmouth, Virginia. That's like the NBA combine. I told my team, all right, I told them the first half, I'm going to break the assist record. The second half, I'm going to get my points. So I got 26 and 24 that night in the All-Star game, right? And they had all the scouts and looking at me, talking about I got to get stronger. And then I told them to come in and test strength. And then we came in, and then I went to Hawaii when they had, what was the guy's name? Jackson, that played for Georgetown. He played for Athletes and Nationals. We didn't want to go over there. So I went over there with the All-Americans, and I led my team in every category. Okay, all right? So I was supposed to be the first guard taken. But I signed with this guy, Irwin Wiener, and they ended up taking me in the second round behind Cheeks because they thought they wasn't going to pay me, but Glenn got paid. Okay, so I mean that was another argument. All right. So when everybody say I got taken in the second round, technically yes. All right. But in today's draft, all right, number 23 is what? All right. Number 23 is number 23 in the draft. Okay. It's only 22 teams. So the first pick coming in the second round, I was the second. All right.
Facts. I hear that. So was there like an NBA draft night, how they do now with this, at the arena, they call your name and you come out?
They called, Pat Williams called me on the phone. I was at the table playing spades with my mom. That's what I was doing, that draft night. That's what I was doing. I got that picture. I'm sitting at the table with my mom playing spades, and I was cheating.
Please send me that picture. I would love to put that. Please, if you love the shop, I would love to have that draft night picture. That would be awesome.
That's what it was. All right, and sat there, and then it was a big deal. And then they had when I came outside, they had the newspapers and all that coming inside, right? All right. I'm still right now to date. I think I'm the third of the. It's either the third, anywhere between the third and the fifth still highest draft pick that came out of Bonaventure. All right, behind a lot of the. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. So how was your time in the NBA?
It was good, man. But you know what? It's a lot of politics. Okay, right? And then you go inside. I mean, everybody trying to tell me that, I can assist. All right, my game is scoring. But if you tell me not to score and just to pass, I feel as though that I'm not playing my game. So I would get into it with. I would get into it with myself and my coaches. You got to have a certain mentality that you got to understand where you need to get some time in before you go and want to do your thing, all right? You got to be able to take orders, okay? Like this here, right? I wasn't great at that, okay? And I tell all the youngsters coming up, okay, right? Get your feet wet first. You got to walk before you run, okay? All right? Simple as that. I don't care who you are, how big you are, like this here, right? You're not going to be bigger than the team unless you come inside, you're Magic Johnson or Larry Bird or you're Michael Jordan, okay? It's just how it is. When I was in Detroit, they used to tell me and ask me what was I doing, okay, right? Because I'm playing and says, they talking about, Zeke is the franchise or whatever like this. Yeah, I'm trying to get me a spot on the team, Now, but I had some places that called me back. And I didn't go. All right. I had a guaranteed contract with Denver. I didn't sign it, and I hadn't played yet. Okay. I got traded. I got traded from Detroit to Seattle. I never showed up. Then I got in that and then when Boston called me and asked me to come back before the playoffs, and then me and Red Auerbach got in, and he told me I was never gonna play again. He made sure I never played again. Okay, people got power that you got. You just got to respect that. That's all. Nothing to be. It's a sob story, but it ain't. Okay, I had choices. I made the wrong ones. Simple as that. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think kids can learn from this because sometimes as a youngster, we get in our own way, right? And we don't think that what we're going through right now, we don't think about the big picture and down the road.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
And to play the politic game, they'll let you know right the back, like, we got what we need here already. We just need you to fit this little piece. And sometimes you're bigger than the piece. You're bigger than the piece. But you gotta fit in that square or that circle or whatever they want to put you in, right? So you can be part of the team.
You got to work your way out.
At some point, we all go through it, whether it's junior high school, JV, varsity, college, or the NBA.
Well, a lot of players don't transition from college to pro. Okay, you come there with your name is bigger, but you come inside there, right? And everybody can hoop at the next level. Okay, like this here, right? And you got to come in there, and you got to be for real. You need to be a specialist at something. Okay, all right, or do it all, or whatever like this here, right? I come inside. I got I'm a 6 footer with a 39.5 inch vertical. I'm running. I'm running. I can run 110.5. All right, I'm fast, quick. I can jump, shoot. Okay, like this here, right? You couldn't tell me nothing. Couldn't put nothing in front of me to say you're gonna stop me. I thought I was unstoppable. All right, I still think so. I'm 65, right? I just shoot it though. I'll shoot your brains out. But
you look damn good, brother. You look damn good, brother.
I'm good. I go to the gym every day. I go to the gym every day and I teach every day. So
wow.
And like I said, I had 12 kids this morning. Then I come back and then I had another 6 that I trained. So and I go to the gym at 8:30 and I don't get home till 4.
Wow. Still doing what you love. Now, okay, we know that the NBA didn't work out, but you took your talent to the CBA and you destroyed over there.
Yeah, but still, that was fun. I won what I got. I got 3 rings, okay? When I left, I was averaging 33 and 11 and 7, okay? And then I went over to the Philippines for a year and I played over there in the 6'5" and over league. I averaged 62, 11, and 10.
Hold on. Yo, Glenn. Yo,
Yeah.
my name Glenn too. So, yo, you doing up these numbers like they regular numbers, man.
Yeah.
Like these are not regular numbers.
That's what they is, man. That's what they is for me. Okay, all right.
You said 62. You average what?
I didn't stutter. 62, 11, 11, and 10. Okay, all right.
62.
11, 11, and 10.
That's every night too. That's every night.
Woo!
Every night.
Niggas playing like MJ every night.
Damn. Man, and you didn't
That was Eric.
you didn't pattern your game. You didn't pattern your game after anyone, huh?
Now, you know
You went one-on-one.
know who my man was? All right. My man was Archie Clark. You know who that is? He played for Philadelphia.
School me, old Jim.
Archie Clark. He played for Philadelphia 76ers. All right. Who I liked, and I was my role model was Frazier. I love the dress. So I was like Clyde. That's what I was, like this here, right? Okay, right? My game was like this here, right? That was like when I got ready to go to the Philippines. Listen, all right? They came down, and I was playing in the CBA, all right? And they had the All-Star game at Brendan Byrne Arena. When they opened it up, I played the first game on that court, all right? And we played in the All-Star game. And so we won. And we beat the team, all right? We beat the team. And they gave the guy that was on the losing team, they gave him the MVP. On the losing team, he had 18 points, 14 rebounds. But I had 37, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 7 steals. And know what they told me? That's what I do. So I didn't do anything that was, like this here, right? So know what I did? And I went over to the Philippines. So the Philippines called me, and then and I'm in New York. And then they said, I'm up in New Rochelle, and I'm going in. I'm thinking I'm going in to play the showcase like this here, right? Mm-hmm. So guess who's in the gym when I get there? So this guy walked up to me, he says, you know who I am? And I said, no. All right. So it was Dean the Dream Membership. So he told me about he just got the defensive player of the year for the NBA and all this stuff here, right? And so I said, that's all fine. So I asked him, where's your help? Okay. All right. Because I'm thinking we finna run. No, he told me it's just me and him. We played 3 games. All right, the 15. When it was over with, the score was 45-7. I had the 45 like this here, right? I know what I told him? If your name is Dean the Dream, then my name must be Straight Nightmare. Okay? That was it, man. That was it. Just there. That was it. Okay?
Yeah, man. Right. Wow, I just pulled up your guy, Archie Clark. They said, they say he was a killer.
Yeah, that's my man. I went all the way through.
3 rebounds.
There you go.
Yeah, he's killing, man. Wow. Serious.
Yeah. Then I caught him, but he was old, all right? Which I sit here because I hope some of the guys pull up. I was in the Houston Rockets camp. And you know who came to camp? All right? And boy, we go at it. We was almost at Al Skinner. Oh, we went at it.
Al Skinner, the coach from Rhode Island. Yeah, the coach, yes.
Yeah. He got dunked on like 3 times, though. I mean, yes. And I dunked on him like 3 times. Okay, all right? And I don't even dunk when I play. Okay, right? But if you challenge me and you go up, and he was wild and was physical. Okay, right?
Yes.
He thought I was small and I was gonna be soft. Okay, like this here, right? Yeah, he thought he had some jawbreakers when he got done. Okay? Because I dunked on him hard too. Ooh. You know?
Wow. So you played up in the Rucker too? Did you did you play in Freeport? Did you play in Freeport?
Yeah, I played in the Shore League, I played in the Pelham Fritz, I played in the Coalition tournament down in DC. All right. They gonna try to bring me off the bench down there one night, right? And 45 points later, I was starting. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm getting buckets, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get buckets. I'll pass too now. I mean, I'm a great passer. Okay. You know, and I guard my man, and I ain't scared. Okay, like this here, right? Let me do my thing. I'll do my thing. You know.
So during that time, New York City basketball was just at its top form. right? And I know you coming down from Rochester, coming the ball down the tournaments. Who are some of the guys that you go at it with?
Well, I go with it like this. Like I said, it was Master Rob, the twins. Okay, right. I had, what was the guy named that? He was in camp with, we was in camp with Dr. J for the Olympics. He played for the Spanish team. I forgot what his name was. All right. Bobito. Okay, right. The Rifleman. You know, these are all guys with a nickname. Charles Smith. You know, Gus. Me and Gus used to go at it like this here, right? Who else was it? Who was that? What's his name? Batten and but they would stay stacked and Speedy. You know,
yeah, Speedy Williams. Speedy Williams.
They all know who I am. My man Ellis, too. That was my man that played on me. But see, when I played down there, right? I came down and went down, and then I was playing forward. Like when I played in the Public Fix League over there on 125th Street, I made the All-Star team as a small forward. I ain't but 6'1". That's all. Okay, right? But I was going inside. I shot Charles Smith brains out one day. They had him playing the 6'9", playing the 4. They had to play zone. Wasn't nobody for to guard me.
Wow.
They had to come out that zone though. Yes. But Charles is that nigga like 6'10". You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like 6'10". Yeah, he legit 6'10". Okay. You know.
So who's the best high school, best college, and the best pro you ever played against?
Best high school player probably was, in all honesty, all right, it's either Jimmy Williams or Dwight Williams, okay? That's it. You know, both of those my boys. College player was probably, believe it or not, might have been impressive to me, Jeff Ruland.
Okay, Jeff Ruland, yeah. Right? Okay, Iona, yeah.
But everybody in the world at this time was scared of Kareem, okay? There's just no answer for that. No answer for that, okay, right? But the best player that I seen, okay, right, that could do more than what people realize was the doctor, okay, right? All right? But Larry Bird was a bitch. Ooh, he was something else, okay, right? They really underestimate what he did and how good he was and how he carried that team. All right.
Wow.
But that's how it was. Yes. All right. But like I said, but it was nothing like Kareem. Okay. Right. But the best offensive player that I ever seen was my double. That's the Iceman. All right. Gervin. That was nothing like Gervin. Okay.
Listen, my partner just wrote 5 minutes ago. You remind him of George Gervin. He just put that up there.
When I went and I met him like this here, right? He grabbed me and hugged me like this kid, like this year, right? And I was eating, and we was in Roanoke, Virginia, and my teammates came over and said, "Hey, we got somebody who wants you to meet, okay, right? And you look just like him." So when they brought me over to the table, know what I told them? I said, "You do look like me, don't you?" That's what I told him. Right? He came down to Rochester. Him, Ernest Gilmore, Andy Walker, and they played him when we had the Teddy T down here. And I sat with him, okay, like this here, right? And he was impressive, right? But I'm going to tell you somebody else who was real impressive, and I played against him. He was older, and he was coaching it. He was coaching the Lancaster team. It was Cassie. Put in some work. Cassie was tough, man. Cassie was real tough.
Cassie Russell, yeah, I heard him. Big time ball.
All right, you know. Now who I didn't get along with? Me and Ray Williams used to go at it, man. Oh man.
Ray Williams. Woo.
We used to go at it. Now my man.
Right. Who is tougher?
My man. You know my
Ray
man
Williams.
is?
Who?
Yeah, Gus brother. Gus Williams brother.
Yeah, definitely. That's the younger one.
You know who my man is though? My man is, all right, and we went at it, but we went at it respectively, and we still great friends now when he see me, okay, like this here, right? And if you mention my name and his eyes will light up, be like this here, that's Michael Ray, okay, all right? Michael Ray, me and Michael Ray, we real tight, man. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's my man. We came out together. We came out of school. Listen, when I came out of school, myself, Michael Ray, Michael Cooper, I forgot what his guy's name. His last name was Johnson. He got taken with the Lakers. Was in the he took my spot in the film when the Pistons saved Philadelphia. All right, they had Butch Lee, Darnell Valentine, Michael Evans, Freeman Williams. All right, Freeman Williams, and who else was it? All right, Greg Tynes and the guy Radford from what's name, right? And I tore all that up, man. I ate all that like it was cookies without milk. Okay. I ate all that up, bro.
All that food.
I gave them. We played the games like this year, right? I gave everybody 22 or better. All right. An all-star game when you got a team full of everybody like this here, right? And I led my team in every single category. We played in Hello Classic out in Hawaii. All right. I had agents following me around, okay, right? Because they had never heard of me. Okay, you know? All right.
Yeah, that's lethal when you walk in the park or the gym and guys are like overlooking you. You know, they're looking at your height. They're like, I ain't hear about this guy.
Yeah, but the next
halftime, you got 30, 35.
Well, the next night when I come in, you know what they doing? They whispering. That's what they do. They whisper now. They whisper. Okay? All right? And guess what? Okay, right? They wondering who gonna get posterized and killed. That's what they wonder. All right? They don't want none of this. They don't want none of this. Okay? You just sit here. Let me say, one of my best friends too that played. Okay, right? Who was a monster, and I don't know what year it was. All right? He was with Portland. It was unbelievable. It was Billy Ray Bates. I don't know if you know that name. You have to look that up. He played for Portland in the CBA. He came in to the playoffs out of the CBA, averaging 20 a game. He was a beast. All right. And then he went over to the Philippines and played because he's only 6'4" and played the 6'5" Nova League, right? They literally called him Superman. All right. He's just built like he's built like the only player that I had to hesitate with when I first met and played against him, right? Because I just looked at him and I said I was I don't bite my tongue, okay? When I say I was hesitant, okay, I was a little bit intimidated was when I met, all right, the microwave, okay, all right, and he was a rookie, right out of what? I never seen nothing that big playing guard, all right, and that shit. He looked like Daryl Dawkins, but just little, okay, all right, and I stripped him. And when he came down, I stripped him going up. He came down. He took the ball from me. Just took it out of my hands. Okay, like this here, right? But I never seen nothing. I never seen nothing like that. Never seen nothing.
Vinny the Microwave Johnson, Brooklyn Zone. Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Definitely trying to get you on here too, brother. I played with his brother Eric in the Empire State games. His younger brother Eric.
See, now that's what they had after I came out like this year, right? But they had an open, okay, right? But I never tried out for it, you know. I never took the time to go play in that. I was just busy going in. Like I said, I went to where they was running at. That's all, you know. And going in the park. I play inside, I play outside to make a difference. Double rims. I hate playing without nets, but you know. So,
yeah, it's the worst. So how do you stay healthy?
Well, I'm in the gym all the time, you know. I'm in the gym all the time. I had my right hip, I had it resurfaced. I didn't have it replaced, okay, right? I can play, I don't play, because I choose to walk, okay, right? You know, I'm 65.
That's right.
65 years old, yeah. So, you know what? And then I tore my Achilles, and then I came out and was playing, and then I asked the man upstairs, I says, if you allow me to walk and recover from this here, right? I'll never play again, so I haven't played. I kept my promise. But I missed it.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm afraid to play and tear something, man. I don't have time to be sitting up right about now. So I just look at what I did in the past and live off that. That's it.
What's your name? Say your first name is Glenn. Your name is
Glenn. Glenn, okay. Yeah. Glenn Harding, yeah.
All right. 2 ends or 1?
2 ends.
Okay.
2 ends. Yeah, I was a 6'5" guard. I played at Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, and then I went to Taylor Dickinson afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, you were the fact. What did they play? What was the guy? He was a leading scorer from there. He played on. I played against him. Boy, it was tough too. Played at Fairleigh Dickinson. He's about 6'7", 6'8". They said he had the scoring record at Fairleigh Dickinson. But this is back when I was playing. What's his name?
It was Damari Riddick at first, then Jamie Latney, and then I played with Desi Wilson. That was my guy. He was the leading scorer. I don't know who's the leading scorer now.
Okay, yeah, played for this.
But the guy who I played with, it was Damari Riddick, who played at Lincoln with me. Then he went to Fairleigh Dickinson, and he became the leading scorer. And then Jamie Latney was second. And Marcus Gaither as well. Marcus Gaither. He was one of the leading scorers as well. And then Desi Wilson.
Yeah, but you know what I had from down there that was my boy, all right, that I missed, was Larry McNeil. He was so funny, man.
Yeah.
He was so funny.
Okay. So, when all the time was in the spirit.
Ernie Dowse?
Who?
Ernie Dowse.
No.
You know Ernie Dowse? Yeah, Ernie from there.
I heard the name. Where he from? He from New York?
He from New York. He went to Long Island. Yeah, Ernie Dowse. All right.
I got to ask my guy, Rick Combs. That's my Long Island connection. He knows everybody on the island.
Yeah, because we played when they had, actually that was the first game when I was at Bonaventure, all right? They came in, they had 19 players. 13 said they were guards, all right? And so when I came in, you know what they did? They put me on the JV team. I played 10 games on the JV team, and I had a 7-footer, all right? But I jumped center. And I played point forward. I averaged 32, 10, and 10, all right? And then they came down and they lost to, we were in the Maryland Invitational with Maryland, Georgia Tech, UCLA, and us. And we lost every game by 30. And then we went and was playing on that stage at Long Island, and Bonaventure was getting thrashed. And then all of a sudden the coach says, well, we're not getting anything out of the backcourt. So why don't we give the little guy a chance to go inside, right, like this year, right? So we go inside. I mean, I get a little 13, all right, but we win. The game changed. I played 20 minutes, all right? Then we come back, and then we on TV, national TV, playing Villanova. And we down 13 at halftime. So they put me in the game, all right, with about 7 minutes to go, all right? And they said, well, who is this guy here? And because now you got to understand, all right, I weighed about 160 pounds. They said I was like Mr. Potato Head with 2 pistols stuck in. And like this here, it was going down. This is what Ray Buck said on TV, all right? And 18 points later, like this here, right? So after I got done with them on national TV, the coach said, no matter what, when 10 minutes came on the clock, go in the game. When you walk past us, we'll tell you you're going to go inside like this year. At the end of that year, he told everybody the only person that had a starting spot was me, all right?
Wow.
That's it. And then I played, okay? So that's what that was like this year, right? When I left Bonaventure, I held every single record for a guard. When I left. They've been breaking my records, okay, right? Some ain't going to break, okay, right? But, and I tell them like this here, and I go to the games all the time, and I go to see the point guard, and I tell them I'm the prototype. I'm what you want to be, okay, like this here, right? But it's impossible. That's what I tell them, okay? So.
Wow. Listen, when I did the introduction, you know, I said how you went to Cardinal Mooney, and then you went to St. Bonaventure, and the legend was made, right? Because you went there and you put up historical numbers.
Right.
And then was able to be drafted into the NBA. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's hard. I tell my kids, though, you know, the percentage of people that go and leave high school and do well in college is very low now, too. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
From up here, it's like, it's like only like 2%. Okay? You can be a star. All right? But you may not be a star on every stage. Okay, right? But you have to learn what you can do to contribute. All right? You don't always have to be a star. All right? That was something that I wasn't prepared for. You know, you go from high school and you the man, all right? Sometimes you don't know how to be anything else but that. Okay? All right? You know, I mean, I had to go from being, well, actually, I was number 2 on my team, and my best friend played with me. So I was created because I was always either number 2 or when I went to college, all right, I was number 3, all right, because I had 2 other guys. But actually, I played with 9 of the top 10 scorers in the school history played with me. All right? So, I mean, that's what I did a lot of passing, all right? You know, I think the assist records are blown out of proportion now, okay, right? But it is what it is, you know? So, but it's tough. It's tough to go from number 1 to number 3. or number 1 to number 5. All right, you know, and then point guards. I mean, you got to go inside. If what you going, you got to be able to run the team, get your points, okay, right, and keep everybody happy. All right.
That's so real. With all this knowledge and experience, are you passing any of this stuff down to your children or family members?
Yeah, well, that's what I do. I have like my daughters didn't play, okay, right, and I have like my nephews, and I train. But see, I train every day, all right, and I train. Well, actually, I adopt everybody too. See, so I have a lot of girls that go to play. You know, like I had a daughter that played. She won a couple championships on the junior college level or whatever like this year, right? So that's what I do. I got one now that's named Taylor Norris that's playing, all right, and she's built like Serena Williams, all right, fast. She got some offers, you know, but she's a 2020 game, all right, for a girl, all right. And she runs and she loves to play, you know. I have a lot of girls to play. I got one that's getting ready to go to Russia in January. All right.
Wow.
I work out, and they work out every day. Okay, at least 3 days a week. That's what I give them. I let them rest 2 days. Okay, yeah. But that's what I do. That's how I give back. And I do clinics. I do clinics, and I do private training all over the place. From ever go inside. I'm going to come down and meet Hicks. Going to do something down there. We did something down there for him before. Okay, so that's what that's what I do. That's how I give back.
Well, please make sure when you come down to New York City, man, you give me a call, man.
I'll call you because I'm gonna need a referee for me and Hicks when we get to the gym, okay? Like this year, right? You know. Supposedly, Hicks always tells me that I'm not allowed to wear sneakers in his presence. So that's how he talks, man. That's what he talks.
Listen, I'll be the referee. I'll definitely referee that game.
Yeah, but that's what I said. I'm glad you said that, cause guess what? Because he thinks he's me, all right? Because I was gonna press charges for identity theft. Okay.
He said he thinks he's me. Yeah.
My man, though. That's my man. Okay. I call him little man.
Eric, he been giving you your props, man, for a long time, man.
That's my man. We're very close. Extremely close,
man. A good brother, man. Yeah. So we have a few more minutes, I think. Anything you would like to leave with our audience? Any life lessons? Anything that you learned you would like to give to our audience?
I like everybody to understand and know that guess what, right? As much stuff as I talk like this here, right? I try to keep it real, okay, right? And a lot of the guys that you're coming up in your age and stuff like this here, right? Play for the love of the game. All right, don't always look for that big paycheck and all that money, okay? All right, and as you ask like this here and give back, okay? It's nothing better for you to see somebody that you've had to go and make it, and even further than you, okay, right? Some people it's tough for, all right? But I look back, and that's what I want to see, okay, right? I want to see somebody do better than I did, okay, right? You know? And you got to understand, everybody's not going to make it, okay, all right? But there's no crime in dreaming, and follow your dream.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that you gave us tonight. The fact that you opened up and was very honest. Very honest, very upfront. Even from the Red Auerbach situation and from the beginnings to now and helping out kids. So I would like to present you with something real quick.
Y'all ready?
Sorry about that. Our time has run out, but we're back. Part 2. Glenn Hagan, The Art Show. This is what we're doing right here. Let's go.
Y'all ready? Yeah. You are listening to World Chaos. Where everybody goes. Come on. Go hard. Never back down. You gotta hold your own.
This one came out better, right? Yeah, this one came out better. Looking at this song, I was like, oh shit, that was kind of awful.
Like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm looking at that. There we go. That's the man, the myth, the legend.
So you guys send me your address, and I'll send you,
Yeah, I'll
you
send
know,
it to
the
you.
artwork. This is my artist, Jamel Powell.
Okay.
He a ball
My
player
man.
as well.
I didn't dunk on you. Did ask him, did I dunk on him at any time? Is he good?
All right, hold up for a sec. Yes. Hello?
I was just talking to Hicks like this here, right? Ask the artist though. Because I don't want him to mess up. I didn't dunk on him or nothing, did I? Okay.
No. No. Yeah, you good, you good.
Okay.
You
good though,
hey,
right?
thank you, man. I appreciate you.
That's all right, man. But we'll hook up, okay? Like this here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right? And I'm gonna come down though. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna bring my wife with us. We're supposed to be coming down anyways before I leave. So, all right. I'll
Just
let you know
me
when I'm
man. We'll hook up. All right,
no
and I'll present you with the picture. All right.
All right. I'm gonna send you my right now. Okay.
All right. Now hold on. Before you leave.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you leave.
Right.
We always ask our guests, right?
Yes.
To nominate someone, right? I know you know a lot of guys from New York City, a lot of ballers from New York City. Are you there?
I'm right here. Listening.
We're asking you to nominate someone to be on BasketballHeadzz.
Larry Fogel.
Okay.
All right. Larry Fogel.
Well, you make that happen.
Okay. I'll tell him. I'll get him for you. All right.
All right.
Larry Fogel. That's my man. Okay.
Got you.
All right.
All right. Salute.
All right.
All right.